Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Daniela, and in this week's video I'll be sharing with you guys 5 tips that you can utilize starting today to help reduce hair loss. So if that's something you're into, go ahead and click subscribe, like, comment and share. So the very first tip is to avoid doing those traumatic hairstyles, otherwise known as protective styles, but to be honest, they aren't protecting much. So I'm referring to those buns, those braids, those weaves, those wigs, because let's not try and fool ourselves. Those frontals, if anything, they're causing our hairlines to like get thinner and thinner day by day every time we apply that glue and trying to do that ball cap. Like, it's not protecting ish. It's causing our hairline to go. So I can put my hand up, I was a victim of that, and even with the braiding as well, like I was constantly wearing braids and there was so much tension on my scalp, like it wasn't helping me in no way. No. So if anything, it's probably best to like look into getting closures. Nowadays these stylists, they can manipulate the closures so they look like frontals, and instead of getting those heavy box braids, why not look into getting knotless braids? That's a better option. So there's different ways you can like tweak your hairstyles here and there so they're not that traumatic and they're not causing unnecessary tension, breakage, and eventually hair loss. Tip number 2 is to avoid excessive use of heat. So I'm referring to your blow dryer, your flat iron, and your hot combs. So just reduce the use as much as possible. We know that initially with Ccca alopecia, it was said to be linked to the use of hot comb. Up to today's date, they haven't like dispelled that connection, so I would just discontinue to use it as much as possible. I know that with hair dryers, like sometimes you're a bit restrained for time and all of that, but if you have time on your hand, then it's probably best to just let your hair dry. There's nothing wrong with that. Just let it out. Just let it out and let it do its thing. So the next tip I have for you guys is to seek unbiased medical assistance and be wary of all the online solutions out there, especially the ones that are offering instant solution to your hair loss. Like, oh, they're selling this oil, they're selling that, and it's supposed to be some magical potion that's going to solve your hair loss in 30 days or less. No. Hair loss is a journey, and just experiment with it and see what's the cause of your hair loss in particular. I know in my situation initially they were saying like, oh, you're anemic, so that could be contributing to the hair loss, but as time went by and I did additional tests and the scalp biopsy, I was diagnosed with Ccca. So I recently went ahead and did a follow-up as well, and in that it revealed that I am vitamin D deficient. So apparently vitamin D can contribute to hair loss as well, because vitamin D deficiency, as you know, that comes from the sun, and if you're living on the other side of the equator and you're not getting enough exposure to sunlight, and given that we're in a lockdown as well, that contributed significantly to lack of sunlight. So yeah, because I'm always indoors. So yeah, just go ahead and get some medical assistance, like be in the know in regards to what's going on with you. And if it turns out that you're vitamin D deficient or you're anemic, just take the required supplements. Go ahead and take iron tablets, or if you're vitamin D deficient, go ahead and take vitamin D tablets. And the next tip kind of ties in with the previous tip that I mentioned, and that is to do your own research. Like, since I've been diagnosed with Ccca, I've constantly been reading different research that comes out by different doctors. I've been following different doctors online. I do hashtag Ccca on Instagram, and then that will just show you all the different doctors in the world that are posting things on Instagram in regards to that form of alopecia. So just be in the know, do your research. There's no greater feeling than knowing exactly what's going on with you directly and know what different solution can be taken if what you're currently using isn't working. So in regards to that as well, you can always join an online support group. I know that in the UK you have Alopecia UK. So that's just a site where you can go and get different resources. So you can go and read additional articles in regards to the different types of alopecia. And there's also an online chat. They have Alopecia Cafe. At the moment, a lot of them is being done by Zoom, but there's a lot of support groups even on Facebook that you can join and just get feedback from other persons that are currently going through the same thing as you, are experts in that field. So my next tip for you guys is to implement scalp massages into your daily routine. So with that, all you need to do is apply a bit of oil onto your fingertips and then just gently massage your scalp and do that in a circular motion. And I think by doing that, it just increases the blood circulation in that area, and eventually that leads to hair growth. So to be honest, I feel like that's how my edges have been able to grow back, because I'm constantly massaging them. Because initially I was bald, my edges was growing, not only my crown but my edges was growing at one point. Like there was no edges. I told you, like in the first hair loss journey video, like I had to be using the eyeliner to camouflage that area, but like now I have a bit of edges, they're coming back, and I give credit to the scalp massage. So that's something that you guys can just easily implement into your daily routine. So yeah guys, those were all my little tips on how you can prevent hair loss. So if you found this video useful or informative, don't hesitate to go ahead and share it with your friends and family, and sound off in the comment section and let me know what strategies have you been using to prevent hair loss. So until next time, walk good, take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Yeah.